take naps, and then after like my accident, I don't know, I napped so much. But
Yeah, well, maybe you're also healing, and remember that when we sleep, as we sleep, or astrally, we get performed surgery on an astral. You know that, right? So, as we're sleeping, as our body is completely asleep, spirit guides, angels, your healers will come in, your ancestors, and they'll do like astral surgery on you. So I know that I've been asleep, and my body, I would get like a pinching in my foot, and I'd wake up like, oh, what the fuck, and my foot's fucked up. So, and then the next day, that part of my foot doesn't hurt anymore. You see what I'm saying to you? So every time you go to sleep, I want you to tell yourself, right now, I'm being healed. So when you're sleeping, your body's knocked out, and it's the best time to do it because you're sleeping. You're in a very relaxed state. So they come in and perform those little miracles on you, and believe it or not, it works on everything in my body. I've had pain in my shoulder, and before I fell asleep, I said, can you guys please come while I'm sleeping tonight and fix my shoulder? It's killing me. And I'll just talk to them like I'm talking to somebody who's sitting right there. Hey guys, welcome. I also invited the people on Instagram because I knew a lot of people weren't going to come. There's about 15 people in it. And this is, we're going to be channeling. Everybody's going to be channeling with each other. So we're going to get into a deep meditation. I was, before, especially Brave, you got to be focused on this. I have a feeling you're a very powerful channeler. This is what Spirit guided me to. So I'll tell you right now, I was meditating. Usually before class, I'll walk around. I'll see what videos come up so I could see like where they got me going. And I kept asking, ooh, I'm getting the chills. I kept asking, where are we going with the class tonight? What do you want me to do? Because I don't have a curriculum for my classes because I go with Spirit. What they say for the night and how everybody's energy is, that's that. And they said, do channeling. Why? Because they're calling in their light workers and their channelers, and they need people there, and they need you there. And I kept hearing this over and over again. There's a reason why, and hey guys, welcome. I'm just gonna tell you we're doing class tonight. This is on channeling, so if you're here, you're probably a channeler because Spirit led you here. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna meditate. We're gonna get deep into the meditation. Hey Dora, you okay? You all right?
Hi.
You all right? You're not feeling well?
I'm not sick.
Okay, so I was just telling Christina, when you go to sleep and you take naps, Spirit comes in and performs astral surgery on us, right? So I was telling her when I got into the car, I kept asking them to come in and heal me, and they were. I would sleep, I would wake up, like my foot would feel better, my back would feel better, and I'd be like, this shit is working. Like, and I realized before the accident, when I healed my blood disorder, I had like really bad blood anemia to the point where I was like sleeping all day long. Like I remember my daughter saying, was there something wrong with you? Because she thought I was dying. Like she came up to me at one point and was like, are you dying? And I was like, no. I was like, I'm just, I'm always tired. And then I healed that blood disorder. And I remember going to the doctor and they said, like, how did you get rid of it? What medications? I said, meditation. He was like, huh? I was like, meditation. He looked at me like I have 5 heads. And I was like, meditation. Just like you, Dora, with your doctors, right? And they're laughing at us and shit. Like, yeah, you want to laugh, but I just healed myself without your drugs, buddy. So why you mad? Don't mind me how I look, bro. It's been a rough day. Okay, so we're doing a channeling class. This is class on channeling. If you're here, you're most likely a channeler. Now, for those of you who are on Instagram and would like to come to the class, if you have Zoom, raise your hand, and maybe I'll just send the Zoom link so we could do it on Zoom because unless you want to stay there, okay? Because I kind of want to get like meditation, deep meditation. My guides have told me today, I wish I had 3 things, one on YouTube, one on Instagram, one in the classes, because tonight they're trying to find their channelers, okay? So they want people to communicate messages for them because just yesterday I was watching a video and they said to me, you got to tell people to stop relying on, I gotta say it like this. I'm a tarot reader. I wouldn't be saying this if I didn't think it was something that was important for you guys to hear. They said, you gotta tell people to stop relying on tarot readers and channelers. They need to start channeling for their own. We need more messengers. There's not one messenger, not 2. We need more of you. Like, we need a bunch of you, they were saying. So, because like right now, especially at this time, they're trying to come through and communicate with the collective. And so, I was hearing that. So those of you who want to stay on, we'll stay on Instagram and we'll have the Zoom here. But I'm waiting for other people to join the class. So for now, I guess everybody could just talk about what they're feeling and how they're feeling. If there's anybody who wants to talk about anything in particular, this is your moment to shine. If anybody on Instagram wants to talk, I'll let you speak as well. Like I said, and if you guys want to join on Zoom, let me know and I'll send the information here. Okay, this is if you want to come on the Zoom and you want to be more private and you here. This, excuse me. That's the meeting ID and passcode, you guys. Whoever wants to come in, okay? Did I just hear somebody speaking another language? Or I'm bugging? I thought I heard Kichikora. Okay, yeah, that's the meeting ID on the bottom and the passcode. So if anybody wants to come into the Zoom and join the Zoom, or you could stay here. I know, I heard it too. I heard Kichikora. But I can't. That's all, folks. So for sure, we got some channelers in here. Y'all know who you are. So let's just wait till other people come in. Oh man, we've been working on that manifesting thing. Have you guys been working on the manifesting we did in class the other day? Like the burning of the paper and all that. Did you guys do any of that?
I wrote some things down because the class I was my son's soccer practice. So I put it in my notes.
Okay.
But I was going over it yesterday.
Okay, good. Because I'm just gonna say this, like, we are manifesting new things into our lives. Soldier, for sure, you channel your tattoos. I told you that from the beginning, that you are an alien, and that's why you put your fucking alien marks on everybody. Soldier is a tattoo artist from Amsterdam, and I've been friends with her a long time. She's also a Virgo. She freaking does tattoos, and all of her tattoos are like these like alien things. Like they're all like, and they're sick. They're all like these alien marks and like spaceships and people being pulled up to the spaceship. And I told her the first time I did a reading on her, I said, yo, you are definitely channeling your tattoos. Like you're placing the alien tattoos on people. Like they got you putting their mark on everybody. And that's kind of crazy, right? It's really dope. Anyway, welcome. So you guys that came in. Yeah, because, okay, so I'm hearing, oh, yes. Oh my God, I just got hit in the head so hard. Damn, I don't know if you guys are feeling this. Are you feeling this? The downloads and the intuition and the tapping and the brave, right? Whew, Lord, I love it. I love every second of it. It's like amazing. But I do want to say this is the message that I'm hearing. Okay. Just want to clarify this for those of you who need to hear this. Your guides they hear you. They hear you. So what I'm interpreting from they hear you is this. I feel like this. This feels like the situation, whatever situation you're in, wherever you're at. Right? Come on. Okay. The situation, whatever situation you're in, wherever you're at, whatever you're doing. I hear, this is what I'm hearing. Okay, so I'm walking. This is what I'm hearing. This is how I'm seeing it. Somebody's walking. They're walking, and they're like, "Man, like I'm trying to heal, but I can't get out of this toxic situation." This could be living in a home with family, with friends, with even the environment's toxic. I'm hearing for some of you. This is not for everybody. And I don't. And this is me right now. See, this is a class on channeling. I am channeling right at this very moment. This is what channeling is. It's also considered mediumship, right? So being a medium is being a channeler because you're picking up on spiritual messages. And now the difference between a medium is you're a medium between the spirit world on top and above you. So they're down here, they're up here. And a medium, which many of us have that ability, and for some reason I'm being asked to explain this, a medium can lower their vibration to reach spirit, right? To go to the underrealms and speak to the ones that are not ascended or elevated. And then they can raise their vibrations to receive messages from the higher realms. That's why they're called the medium, because they're in between. Oop, you just got the chills, huh? That's why they're in between. They're called the medium, because they're in the middle of it. A channeler, however, is someone who is channeling information from different dimensions. This is somebody who's like picking up information, knowledge from different dimensions. For instance, Jesus was a channeler. In a sense, Mary was a channeler. Muhammad was a channeler. The Buddha was a channeler. You understand? Because they all received information from the celestial realms. That's like a dimension above and beyond an explained one that you can understand. Hold on one second, Curtis. I'm just gonna mute you. No offense. We're gonna mute you for. Thank you. We love you. Okay, so I just want to explain that to you because tonight's class is on channeling. So I have channelers here, and I'm already being pointed to people. Thank you. And I'm hearing you got to get to work. We need you to get to work, right? Brave, I keep getting pulled back to you. So Brave, you have. Thank you. Another thing, channelers. So this is a class on channeling, but I'm gonna let you know something. I'm gonna go through the details. Please excuse me if I kind of like jump back and forth, but this is how I pick up the energy and the messages. This is what I'm hearing. Spirit says a lot of you are mediums right now, is what I'm hearing, because I went from tarot reading to like psychic predictions and being able to channel messages through tarot and through that. Then I went to mediumship, right? And I started connecting with spirit that passed and spirit that's in other realms and other dimensions, and then channeling, right? And then after channeling, I believe for me, it's picking up, after channeling, is picking up the healing abilities and I'm getting tapped in the right. That's what I'm hearing. After the channeling, now we get into the space of like manipulating energy, being able to heal people with your hands and all that stuff. And a lot of us are already on that level. I'm going to say, Dora, straight up and down, you're already there. Okay. Just like me. So, but a lot of us are here where that's what I'm trying to say. Again, excuse me, because this is what channeling is. You're going to sound retarded a couple of times, but it makes sense when you watch it back. Okay. It sounds crazy at first, but once you start listening to it, you'll get back to it. All right. Oh, I love Curtis. Look, he's like study. I love studies. I love study people. I love people that study when they're in class. Okay. Now, or maybe he's just doing his own thing. I don't know. All right. Now, let's get to it. Where the fuck is everybody? Hold on. Dora, can you type in the chat? Where the fuck y'all at? Okay, because a lot of these people need to be in here. The people that, whatever, if they're not here, then maybe they're not meant to be here. Yeah, just say, hey guys, where are you? Class started. Hurry. Okay, because but if they don't come, that means they're not meant to be here. Those of you who are in here and on Instagram and you're joining the class, again, that's the Zoom ID meeting right there. All you have to do is go to Zoom meeting ID. You see that number at the bottom, and then passcode. Put that in and you'll be in the class. If you choose to be in, Kajon, you should be in this. Kajon, I'm sorry. I forgot I say your name, bro. Wait, are you leaving the live and keeping the Zoom call? I'm going to stay on the live just for you guys, because a lot of you guys are channelers and mediums and psychics and all that stuff. And May, come to class. Oh, you can't. Okay. Did I put you in the group chat, boo? Oh, motherfucker. Is Megan in the group chat? Because that would be crazy if she's not. Just so you know, we started class early, so I hope you guys you have time, because we're going to be here for about an hour or two, if you don't mind. If you don't mind. And if you do, I don't care. No, I'm just kidding. All right, love and light. All right, let's go. So now, first thing we're going to do is address the fact first. Again, once I said, thank you for coming. Hello. I'm just going to, while people are coming into the class, I'm just going to continue and carry this conversation. Those of you who are joining, that's okay. No, stay a while, Soldier, because you're definitely a channeler. Again, channeling comes in different forms. This is what I want to address. There are channelers who are psychic channelers. They pick up. All right. I'm going to make this very clear. The channeler that I am, guys, I'm going to make it clear, and you can raise your hand if you feel you're the same way. I already know who's already on that level and there. And I know you guys, the other ones, are coming up to that level. I love you too, Soldier, so much. Just understand that channelers come in different forms. So I went from being able to do like one thing after another, and then now I'm able to, it's like a circle of channeling that I'm able to pick up. So now when I pick up channeling information, it's through spirit. It could be through spirit that passed. It could be through angelic guides. It could be through aliens from different planets. It could be through our ancestors in different planets. But then like I'm picking up information that is, it's like faster than the speed of light. It's like a light year away, and they're bringing it back to me, which is why a lot of times, this is why I don't do future readings and channeling, because I can pick up what your higher self is already experiencing in another dimension, if that makes sense to you. So let's say you're living out your life here, blah, 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 right? You got your little job, you're doing a little thing. But what you don't realize is that your higher self is living out this reality in another dimension, and it's doing it, and it's trying to bring that reality to you, like knock on your head, being like, hey, babe, like, I don't think you know how powerful you are. I'm over here trying to get your attention and you're not listening to me. And so it's like, I'm picking up that version of you. So when I channel and I do messages and I do readings for you, yes, I'm talking to your body, but I'm talking to your spirit. So your spirit is like light years away from you. She's, or he is. You look so sexy with that security outfit. Oh my God. Girl, that security outfit.
Thank you.
Baby, I love a woman in a uniform. Okay? Mm-hmm. Yes, baby, yes.
Can you hear me?
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Wait.
Oh,
okay.
hold on one second. Let me grab my cigarettes. You guys know how I do. I gotta be comfortable in my class. Give me a second. I'm coming. And just so all you know, this is a prelude. What I'm doing here with you is a prelude to my school for the gifted. So it starts off here, and I will be one day running a school for the gifted, which will include people like us, children from the age of like 15 to up, or even actually I would say 11 or 12, because my daughter told me she would love a school like that, right? And she's 11. So there are many children who are old souls, and they're very powerful. They just need someone to help them through it, okay? All right, so here we go. And also, just to let everybody know, Casey, if she's not here, we came up with something. Well, you know, it was my idea, but we were looking for the name, and I ran into this. My father's name was Sam. His name was Sakib, but people called him Sam, S-A-M. And these are, what we're doing here, excuse me, let's clear it. What we're doing here is spiritual ascension meetings, right? S-A-M, Sam. S-A-M, Sam. So spiritual ascension meetings, and that came with my father's name. And it's funny because I started Angel Squad because of the people that I love that passed away. And I promised that one day I'll be able to like help their children out or do something, you know, if it got to that level, right? So these are going to be called Sam meetings, right? Which I love because it's spiritual ascension meetings. And if anybody's ever heard, okay, thank you. They said, shh, okay. I'm not going to say nothing. Anyway. All right, so we got that under control. So now, okay, those of you who are here for the channeling. All right, I wish you guys were in the class, because then I could, you know, if you're channeling, we're going to be channeling for each other here, guys. So I kind of would like for people to be in here so that we can hear what you got to say. But you can also go live on Instagram with me if you're comfortable. Okay? All right, so here's how we're going to think about this. Everybody's a channeler, you know that, right? Everybody is. I mean, you are psychically inclined. Everybody has psychic intuition. Everybody is psychic. It all depends on if you tap into it or not, okay? That's all it depends on. So, all right, so let's see. Raise your hand if you think or know that you are a channeler. Those on Instagram can raise a hand. Those of you, if you think you know you're a channeler, please raise your hand. Those of you who are like, I don't know, I think I am. I think I might be. Are you ready? Are you ready? Okay, good. All right, let me just get this fucking phone under control here. There we go, so I don't have to stare at two different places. Hold on. Don't mind me, guys. Yes, I'm rough, but guess what? This is how I work. I work smoking cigarettes and shit if I had classes, but this is how I work. I gotta be in my element, otherwise I can't work. All right. So everybody thinks they're a channeler. Everybody knows they're a channeler. Awesome. Perfect. Now, I want everybody to settle down, get comfortable. Whatever it is that you're doing, try to put it to the side or go in your room and get quiet because we're going to get into a deep meditation. I'm going to guide you through a meditation. And during the meditation, you're going to tell me 3 things. If you heard a name, what you've seen, and a place. Okay, so a name that you see, that name that you heard, a place that you've seen, and if you heard anything extra, just let me know. So sometimes through meditation, while I'm guiding you, what's going to happen is you're going to hear like, yes, when you're channeling, you could be channeling a being from another planet. They might give you a name. They might give you a name of the planet. They might give you a name of an archangel. Whatever it is, just don't, I'm going to tell you guys right now, do not fight your intuition. If you fight your intuition, you are basically telling yourself that you're questioning it, right? You're going, I'm just going to mute everybody for 1 second. If you're here and you get into this and you start questioning what you're hearing, guess what? You're blocking the information. Do you understand me? You cannot question it. It could sound, Dora, please let them know. It could sound like the most retarded shit on earth. But it like Dora, she told me, oh my God, they told me that I created the evil eye. And somebody might look at her and be like, bitch, please. I looked at her and was like, I believe that. You want to know why? Because at the end of the day, what is that video that tells us that we're all from one source? We all come from one source. So if we're all the creator from that one source, that means we all created something in our past lives. Maybe you don't know that you were a king or a queen. I told Kid John this many times, that he was like a pharaoh or some type of king in a past life. And I don't tell that to everybody. Not everybody was a fucking king or queen or princess in their past life. But however, we do choose to play different roles in different lifetimes. So many of us were powerful. You know, okay. Again, I'm channeling here, so just bear with me. You want to know why I have to like drill this inside of your brains that you're powerful? You want to know why? You have to understand something. I was raising my actual hand. Somebody on Instagram. I was raising my actual hand, hero. You have to understand something. If we all play different roles, what does that mean? That means that, what do you think, in one lifetime you didn't choose to, some of you, okay. Can we slow down the energy? Thank you. How many of you think you were powerful in a past life? Okay. How many of you on Instagram think you were powerful in a past life? When I say powerful, I mean like king, queen, president, fucking goddess, right? God, a mythical creature. I had a dream I was Medusa, okay? I'm just going to tell you, I had a dream I was Medusa, okay? So I'm just going to tell you, and I'm going to tell you, I know that sounds crazy, but one day I was with this guy, and I had just met him, and we were hanging out at some retreat in some, like, spiritual place, and there we go, okay. And he said, and now hold that thought, because we're going to get into the deep channeling meditation, and what I'm going to have you guys do is you're going to channel for each other. Yes, you're going to take the plate and you're going to channel. You're not going to be shy. You're going to close your eyes and say what it is that's coming out of your mouth. Don't be shy. Don't be scared. Do it. Take the mic and get in there. This is not, we're not judging each other. This is not a competition. This is not who's the best channeler reality show. This is a relaxed state, a safe space. Nobody will judge you. Nobody's going to laugh at you. That's bullshit. And if somebody wants to laugh at it, then you guys have to take a walk, go mature yourself and come back. You know what I'm saying? But, we were at a party and he looked at me. Apparently I helped a woman's children flee abuse sometime in the 1800s. There we go. And somebody might look at you like you're crazy. I believe that, and wholeheartedly, because I've seen myself in multiple lifetimes doing multiple crazy things. And he looked at me in the eyes, and I shit you not, out of nowhere, he went like this. Medusa, like with a snotty face. And I was like, what? He said, what? I was like, you just called me Medusa. And he's like, what? No, I didn't. I was like, you just looked at me in the eyes and said Medusa. You don't remember that? He's like, no. He's like, I did not say that. He's like, you're bugging. I was like, you see what I'm saying? And then 2 weeks later, I had a dream I was Medusa, and I'm going to tell you, it wasn't that good of a dream. I tell you, it was not fun to see. She was like a fucking monster, and she was, let me just say it the way I seen it. She was having sex with like multiple people. She was destroying men left and right. She was like cutting their heads off. It was hilarious. You know what I'm saying? But at the same time, I was like, God damn, no wonder why I had that man hatred in my life at one point where I was like, I fucking hate men. Ugh, I hope they'll die. Like type shit. You know what I'm saying? I used to hate men to like the fullest degree. As much as you can hate a man, I used to hate them back in the day because I went through the things that I went through with men and experience never having a good relationship. But it also, you know, had to do with me too. All right. So the first step to mediumship, channeling, tarot readings, whatever you do. Yes, it's very wonderful to sage, to cleanse the space, to clear it, to play some binaural beats. It's very smart to do these things, but I'm going to tell you the power of the mind and what you think for the moment is what's going to create what's going to happen next. So the first thing you have to do when you're channeling, giving messages, wisdom, knowledge, is one thing. Clear your mind of all negative thoughts, everything negative. Right now, I want you guys to begin with me and begin to listen to my voice and see it as I'm putting you in a hypnosis state, but I'm not hypnotizing you. I'm not going to make you like bark like a chicken. That's not going to happen. So bark like a chicken. You hear me? Oh my God. All right. So what we're going to do now is everyone, imagine you're me and a client is coming to you and you're about to start a reading, right? The first thing I'm going to do, and look, as I said to the guides in my head, I said to them, okay, it's starting. Please back off all the energy that's here, all of it, because it needs to back off. Because if not, I have seen channelers on YouTube, and they are picking up 1,000 different spirit. And let me tell you, you can't believe everything you hear from spirit, because I saw a dream of a channeler. She was sitting in the middle, and a bunch of spirit was around her, and they were just shouting things out. Green! L! The color brown. I'm dead serious. That's what it's like. Imagine you being a channeler sitting down, right? Blah, blah, blah. And there's a bunch of spirits sitting around you. They know you can hear them and they just randomly shooting off at the mouth. Jackson, Mishamento. You know what I'm saying? You're sitting there. You're just hearing things. So what you want to do is make it very clear. Set the mark of intention. The mark of intention. You can start closing your eyes in a moment. Yes. The mark of intention. This is your safe space, your circle. Your body is covered with this safe space circle here, okay? So imagine that you're sitting in the middle of this. Imagine yourself a small being. You're sitting in the middle of this and there's white light and protection and love all around you. As I do that, the vibrations slow down and I feel peace. You hear me? You hear me? When I started this, spirits start coming at me. Dora knows this. And it's like a bunch. Oh! And then I start communicating with my guides through my mind. Okay, guys, we're beginning the channeling. Please back off all the energy that's not serving our highest good. This is the first step to channeling. Back off all the energy with love and light. We ask that you step back and we only ask for those energies from a higher space for our highest good to come in so that we can receive messages for our highest good and for the highest good of the collective. We are receiving these messages to help one another and help the collective. So we ask that the only thing that comes in right now is a space of love, pure intentions, and truth. Okay? We don't want no lies, no bullshit. We don't need to know no fake, oh, this is going to happen, that's good. We don't care. Okay? Love and light. So now begin with me. The steps to channeling, okay? So whether you're going to become a medium, a tarot reader, you're going to heal people, you're going to do Reiki, whatever it is, this is going to help you in all of those spaces, okay? First thing you're all going to do is close your eyes. Close. Make sure that you're in a relaxed state, that you feel comfortable, and you feel at ease. As I'm speaking, and I'm guiding you through this meditation, I'm going to give you a couple of moments of silence in between everything I'm saying. And I want you to remember a name that you heard, a color, a place, whatever you've seen, heard, felt, smelled. These are all channeling senses into you. The first thing everyone's going to envision is that within your stomach, your solar plexus, by your stomach, by your belly button, begins a white yellow, green, whatever color you like. Whatever color you like. We are starting the meditation. So begin with your stomach. And I want you to see, you could look at a candle if you'd like, or just a pulsating light. Ba-boom, like a heartbeat. Ba-boom. Ba-boom. Now I'm going to be quiet for a second. I'm going to allow you to envision that light beginning in your stomach. Let it start pulsating. Begin the white light or the green, whatever color you like. Pay attention to which color you want to, because that has to do and tells me what kind of channeler and what you're stepping into. So try to remember or write down what you're hearing right now. What color do you see? Okay. Now, as that light is pulsating within your stomach, it's all internally in you. Now it's beginning to open up and get bigger. Ba-boom. 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 And it's expanding out of your belly button and expanding and expanding, expanding all around you, your room, your space, your body, and it's covered. There are no open parts in your auric field, and it's one solid light all around you. And only things of love, of truth, of honesty, of knowledge, of wisdom, of compassion and peace are surrounding you now. See that light around you. Know that you are protected. Know that you are protected. Know that you are safe. Have faith that you are fully guarded and protected in your mission to bring conscious awareness and messages to yourself and to the collective. Tune in to yourself and listen to your body. Now that we've adjusted the light around us and we've protected our auric field, you are in a safe bubble, a space where you can channel messages for your highest good and the highest good of others. And nothing that has ill intentions or negative intentions can come in and affect you. Nothing. That you must know in your mind now. Say and repeat in your mind, only things for my highest good can come through. And then say again in your mind, only things for the highest good of the collective may come through. There we go. It is quiet and it is peaceful. I don't know if anybody else feels that peace, but I can tell you I noticed a difference from a nervous, tense feeling into a very calm state of being. Almost like a hug is happening in this light. Like I'm being hugged by the white light, by the blue light, by the green light. Okay. I'm going to guide you through this, and I'm going to ask you to write down or remember what you're hearing. Excuse me. As you are connecting to the collective consciousness, the universal mind, the cosmic spider web, envision your mind being inside of that cosmic spider web. This is a spider web. The web begins with a circle, and then it begins to expand all around. You know how the webs connect together? This is what your mind is connected to. And I want you to say, I am connected to the universal mind. And that mind is good. I receive messages that are good. I am the love and I am the light. Perfect. Excuse me. All right, now I want you to do something. I'm just start to see yourself and all these little networks, these little pings, you know, ping, ping, like cell phone towers. They're starting to ping now. Now you're getting communication. And we're asking the guides to give us information on what do we need to know? Is there anything we need to know? Is there anything anyone here needs to know in this class? Is there anything you would like for us when we open up this channel and everybody channels between each other? What does anyone need to know? What do any of us need to know here? So now I want you to listen to what you're hearing. Spirit guides, angels, ancestors, and loved ones, those who are healed and have our highest good of the intentions, please let us know. Is there anything that we need to know, or is there anything that anyone in here needs to know? Now listen to what they're saying. In this moment, I want you to open your eyes, but stay in that meditative state. Now, get your pen and paper and write down. Did you just hear something? Did Spirit say there's something that someone needs to know or that you need to know? And just write it down. And I will do the same. Let's listen. What do we need to know? What does someone need to know? Messages for anyone in here or for the collective spirit? Okay. Continue to stay in that meditative state. Is there a being I'm communicating with? Is this my ancestors, the guides, my loved ones? Is there a name? Listen to what you're hearing and write it down. So Spirit, when they are channeling, is there a place, a planet, a species, a being, loved one, ancestors that they're communicating with? Please give them that information now. Thank you. All right. Speak words. 1 second, let me take it off. Spirit guides, angels, ancestors, loved ones, other beings, speak words to do next. What do they need to know to do next? Or what do they hear for someone to do next? Okay. Is there a place that they should be looking at or seeing? Is there a place that you're showing anyone? I can hear voices. Okay. If you hear a weird name, for instance, I just heard Septar. I don't know what that is, but I'm writing it down. Okay. Write it down. Okay. Fine. That's awesome. All right, guys, now come back into this space. Now you are already officially connected to the universal mind. That mind is good. And messages that you receive will be for your highest good and the highest good of others. And I'm asking Spirit to allow the energy to flow through us. And I'm going to ask that if anyone would like to channel, and I will just show you how I do it so that it could be a quick example and then you can go from there. Okay? So as I'm tuning in and as I'm asking the questions, and this is, again, we're not here to challenge each other who's the better channeler. I'm just trying to open up your spirit, your energy, so you're not afraid and you understand that this is just, as long as you stay in a place of love and light, you will be safe, you will be protected, you will guide it. And as a channeler, as a medium psychic, you have to continuously clear your aura, clear. That is a very important part of the tool. Just imagine the white light around you, cleanse your aura and clear it, and we'll show you how to do that afterwards. All right, so if everybody got stuff written down, I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to speak. Those of you who are at work and stuff, if you can, I understand, or you're driving or whatever. All right, so real quickly, I'm just going to tell you. So I asked for a name, show me a place, tell me a color, whatever it is. And instantly I was hearing green and yellow. And then I heard, who is this who's speaking through me? Ancestors, loved ones, Taigetans, Pleiadians, and Arcturians. Okay, so like the Galactic 3. Okay, I just heard that, Galactic 3. Okay, so, and then I heard, what did I hear for people? What am I hearing? I heard, that job will come if you're worried about it. I'm hearing, we are ascending, but that's how I'm hearing it. We are ascending. And then I heard, becoming the real you. I said, I heard, let go of that person. You'll know who I'm talking to. The messages come through and they ain't for no reason. So that job will come for those who are worried about it. Yes, you are ascending. You are becoming the real you. You're living your purpose. You're on the right path. Stop asking that question over and over again. Am I on the right path? I'm hearing that. Let go of that person. Until you let this person go, you will not. Unfortunately, until you let them go, they're hindering your progress in every way. So whoever I'm speaking to, I heard seek spiritual knowledge. Attend these classes. Go to other classes. You don't have to come to, you watch videos where I'm speaking, I'm channeling, because messages are coming through for you. I'm hearing that. Yes, they are for you. So you've been watching videos, mine or others, and you feel like this, I don't know, it feels like this is for me, but I'm kind of telling myself, I'm not worthy, but you are, and this is coming in through you. So let go of that person, seek spiritual knowledge. I heard all is well. Stop focusing on finances so much and connect yourself to the now. Be here in the presence now. And then I asked, is there anything random you want to say? I heard for those of you who are like asking, how to do this? I heard, just be where you are right now in this moment and be grateful. That's what I was hearing. Just be in the moment and be grateful. And then I heard for places, which places are we seeing? I heard Blue Mountain, Septar, and I'm going to look these up after because I don't know what they are. Septar, Ceptar. Then I heard Klondar, Erut, Mank, Mank, and then I heard Isis. This is what I heard. Okay? So now, who else wants to share what they heard, what they felt, what they seen? Who else would like to? I was told a bunch of random words. I heard song and I saw Greece. Names heard was Brian, Joe, Joanne, Natalie, Caesar, Rob. I also heard celebrate and the songs listen to your heart. Beautiful. Amazing. Who else wants to share? Anybody want to share? Kejon? I know you want to share, baby. Baby, give us the messages. Come on, Kejon, give it us. Nothing?
Yeah.
Nothing?
Okay.
Oh, I thought you said nothing. I'm like, huh? That's not like you.
Can you hear me good?
Yep.
So, as we were going in, I heard the name Maria.
Please. Say it. Hey, John, one more time, babe. One more time. Sorry, I had to get them to lower the TV. What was that again? Say it again, please.
Like the meditative state. I heard the name Maria.
Okay.
And right before we were closing our eyes, I saw Curtis's shirt when he was like moving around. Wow. And I think it was specifically for us on the Zoom, which was it's time to anchor ourselves.
So you saw Curtis's shirt, okay. And Maria.
And he had the anchor. I didn't see a place, but the place that resonated was more of a forest.
Okay.
in like in the woods. And then as you were telling us, you already felt that it got peaceful when you said it's time to like tune in, and the wind picked up and you can hear the trees. And I saw the movie Lord of the Rings.
Oh, wow.
And how the trees talked amongst themselves.
Oh my gosh, really?
And I heard that it's not necessarily harder for us to tune in, but we have to focus a lot harder because of all the distractions they place.
Mm-hmm.
So we have to use what's left of Mother Nature to still tap in and communicate.
Wow.
It's just harder because we've got everything built on top of it.
Wow.
But it's still, remember like the analogy with the reverse crossbow. The harder you pull back on the arrow, the faster the speed going forward. So some of you might be getting pulled back. And it's like when I just saw Barbara, that might have been the scenery, Barbara's background right there.
Mm-hmm.
And then you get pulled forward. Yeah. And then got full speed ahead. Got to stay on your channel. Like we were kids when we had the walkie-talkies and you had to turn the knob and it went like 1.
Boy.
And then like 2. And then like 3. And then you like, hey, and you like playing around like kids.
Mm-hmm.
And you can only stay on that channel.
Mm-hmm.
If you're on channel 5 and someone's on channel 1, you're not going to receive that message.
Mm-hmm.
And it's like a channel for us as a collective, and then we have our own channel that we stay on. So it's like both. So it's like, oh, Flo's on channel 3, we got to tap in on Instagram just to stay on that channel. And then once we get off, go back to our own specific channel.
Wow.
And then I got relax and receive. My grandma has the TV blasting another room. So like she was flipping through the channels and you got full swing because golf was playing.
Okay.
And they took a full swing and went and hit the golf ball.
Mm-hmm.
And then I got welcome to the new cycle.
Mm.
Our old cycle has ended already. And it's like welcome. And I got I like a lot of war movies, but it's like, I forgot the name of the device they would use, but you know how like, it's kind of like a cannonball, but you got the string on the ends.
Yeah.
And they crank it. And the harder you crank, the farther the distance.
Yeah,
it was like used to knock down castles and the walls. I forgot what it was the name of the term, but it was like that image.
Okay.
And the harder they cranked it, they like kick, and then like launch, and then boom.
Mm-hmm.
And they launched like the cannonball or whatever, and it wrecked the castles.
Okay.
And then as you went first, there was a little girl on a scooter, using like the little push scooter.
Yeah.
So she was passing by, and it was like reminding us to stay on our childlike behavior in order to receive.
There you go.
And in order to go forward, she had to at least, even if it's like pushing a little bit, that's how you go forward. But at least you get the momentum rolling.
Right.
And that was mainly it.
Beautiful. Amazing. Absolutely gorgeous. So I'm going to say that when you were here in channel, when you were here and stay on your channel, that's one of the most important things. You got to think of your conduit, I'm hearing, as a bolt that you have in your mind, and then you click, and then when you get all those negative comments like you're not worthy, you're stupid, you're fat, you're ugly, you got to shut that channel off. Just get the remote, do what I do. I just what'd you say over here? Oh, okay. Oh, sweet, nice, thank you. Okay, everything's all right. Okay, I'm gonna be all right. It's gonna be Kane. It's gonna be Kane. It's gonna be good. Okay, awesome. And so it's like a remote control. I have the control, right? When I don't like what's on the TV, I change the channel. The same thing with my thoughts. And one of the most important things I love to use when a negative thought comes in during me channeling for myself, meditating on a daily, I like to use the term Control-Alt-Delete. Meaning if I have some negative thoughts, I allow them to flow through so my shadow could speak, and I let my shadow go through me. Go ahead, talk. And then I'm like, all right, Control-Alt-Delete. None of that is my story. That was just, I'm hearing something collectively, what's going on with people's emotions and feelings. I'm tuning that out. Thank you for the information. I appreciate you. I love you. Thank you. We love you, Shadow. We love you. Thank you so much for showing me the things that I need to work on, because your shadow does just that. It continuously shows you what you need to work on. You're not fighting your shadow. This is not about, I'm good, I'm bad, I'm light, I'm dark. This is about being centered and you're staying neutral. Like if two people were fighting in the street, you want to help them, right? But you know, if you get involved in those two fights, what do you think's going to happen? You're going to get punched in the face, most likely, right? You're going to get hit. So stay the fuck out of it and be neutral. Allow the people to fight with each other to get through their emotions. And then after, if you could be of service, you be of service. Do not get involved in the two voices that are going on in your head. Stay neutral. You understand me? Okay. Does anybody else want to share? Okay, babe, love you. Are we allowed to go live with you to share? Yes, you can. You can go live to share. It's not a problem. Okay, let's try to keep it brief. So I want to get through like as many people as we can. We're going to be here for a little while. So long as you have time, I got the time. It's 6:20. As long as I'm off here by 8 o'clock, I'm good. But depending on how we feel and how the energy feels. So anybody want to share? And yes, you can. You can share, Andrea. Go ahead. Let Andrea share, and then if you want, you can go next. KXKI. Okay. Barbara, you are actually in the woods.
Can you hear me?
Okay.
You can hear me?
Yes, we can hear you.
Okay. So I heard like quite a lot. I heard a lot of. I pretty much heard like all of the colours. Like it's like a rainbow almost. And I saw people like riding bikes and like eating ice cream, and like they were like riding by like the Eiffel Tower and like also like on the beach somewhere. In countries I heard Nigeria, I heard France, Paraguay, Indonesia, Germany, US, and it sounds like someone's going to travel quite a lot. I also heard some words in French. I heard rêver, which is to dream, ravissant, which is like delightful, I think, and like cheerful as well. And I heard a lot of names from people who said that they are ancestors. So the names are like Ilika, Jemima, Derek, James, David. I can't read my own handwriting. Charlie.
Where the fuck is Elena? Hold on, girl. You don't even know what you just channeled. You have no idea. I don't know where the fuck Elena went, but she just missed all of that because a lot of that had to do with her. The names, the countries. I don't think you understand. You just channeled the whole fucking. You see what I'm saying? You see what I'm saying? I told you, motherfuckers, your channel is big. I told you you're fucking powerful. Get the fuck out of here. You can't tell me nothing. I'm sorry. Go ahead. Sorry, I got excited. Go ahead. Whew.
I got to call Inks, Georgia, Beta, Charlize, Joanna, Louis, Jake, and Thomas, and I also heard keep working hard. You got the karma over with already, so go and be happy. Be confident. It will all be okay. The manifestations will happen. You just need to rely on making it happen.
What? My mind is blowing up right now.
Flo, you're doing a good job, and keep it up.
Thank you. Okay. Yo, girl, let me just tell you something. First of all, bitch, you just channel a whole bunch of shit that is like real relevant up in this bitch, okay? Relevant to what? Relevant to the idiot who left the class, which I'm gonna kill her for doing that, but it's on Instagram, right? So, wow, incredible. I mean, just fucking, I'm blown away. So maybe a lot of people didn't like quite hear the name she was saying, but you know, some of you might have caught it. Listen to what people are saying when they're channeling, especially the names of stuff, because we're channeling for the collective right now. So you could be picking up anybody's information right now. So does anybody else have anything they want to share? And again, thank you for keeping that brief and to the point. And we're just going to get to the point of like what we heard and just get, move on with that. So somebody else could share, because after this, I'm going to have you guys sort of look at each other and or tune in and see if there's messages that's coming through from you to someone else. Okay.
Doing a donation meditation thing.
Okay.
But if I could, I would like to pull a card for the class.
I love you, Anthony, but can we do that next class so that we can?
Of course.
You know what? Just pull it. Go ahead, pull the card. I want to see what comes up anyway.
Okay.
Just one moment, okay? KX, 1 second. He's pulling a card for the class.
Wait, first, wait, so kind of right. First card was plasma here the night, and I felt like trapped in the card was ooh, justice card.
Mm-hmm. Awesome.
So real quickly for the class, justice card, direct meaning, making a fair decision after accurately weighing all sides of the issue, lacking a biased or prejudiced viewpoint, impartiality, accepting responsibility for what you have done and failed to do, and angelic message, beware of your own bias. This is the collective card pool for the class today.
Amazing. Amazing. Thank you, Anthony. We love you. We'll see you later, okay? All right, guys. Real quick, I also asked about you guys and what's the collective here and what's going on. I while he was pulling, I saw the Page of Swords, which is messages coming in, usually somebody speaking their truth. But for those of you who know you're a healer, this is a confirmation for you. It says Raven, Shaman. Okay, ravens come to me all the time in 2s and 3s. And it says, you are the creator and magician. Use your gifts for good. There is power in your wisdom and words. Connect with the elemental spirits and glide through the void. Claim your place as keeper of the mysteries. Amazing. I'm going to say something too, Kajan said about the using the elements to channel. One of the most powerful things you can do is try to be with as much nature as you can. And when you do sit by a tree, do all of that. Oh, I'm getting hit in the head right there, guys. This is very important. And I know that my guides have been guiding me through this, and I need to be out in nature more. Sometimes we can get stuck in the room, and this is a powerful way to also pick up messages, is be outside. Touch a tree, touch a friggin' branch, a flower if you live in the city area. Just find a space where there's like some sort of nature and connect to that. And it's important for you also. Trees absorb negative energy. So if you're feeling negative energy, a tree will absorb it. It will take it away. Just like cats do, the same thing, okay? All right, who else wants to share anything? Oh, I'm sorry. 1 second, we have somebody on Instagram. Hey, are you there?
I'm good.
How are you? Okay, what's up, babe? Tell us.
So
tell us
for me,
tell us the
first,
scoop.
like when we told us to close our eyes, I saw like white light, like a big white light, like expanding. And then like when I found that peace, I saw myself like sitting just in the middle of the floor, like in an apartment or something, just like surrounded by white. And like I get up and like I'm looking out the window and like I see New York City because it's a place I'm planning to move back to very soon. And literally like at that same time, it's kind of like my eyes are closed, but I feel like somebody's like with me, like, because I feel like I hear clapping and it's saying like keep going, like just repeatedly. And then I heard, I don't know, like when you said to see if we hear names, I heard the name David, which is my mom's dad's name.
Elena, you listen, you don't know what you just missed. You don't know. The girl who channeled just before, she said, I'm hearing David, I'm hearing France, I'm hearing traveling through Europe, I'm hearing this, I'm here. And you missed all of it, but it's on Instagram. You gotta watch that. I'm like, where the fuck is Elena? And I was just like, it's like she needed to hear that.
And
anyway,
like
go ahead,
I heard
going.
David, and then after that, I just heard keep going, like all that.
So she also heard your dad's name. She also heard David for your dad, but there's also another David that's in the mix here. So look at
and
that.
Then, like,
you see that? Okay,
it just kept saying like keep going, like all this will be over soon. Don't give up, like stuff like that. Wow. And it wasn't much, but like it meant something to me.
It wasn't much, but it was direct and to the point. And that's another thing. You could be channeling for yourself or for others right now. So that's
wait. What about David? I just got in. My phone died.
You're gonna have to watch it. It was a whole thing. The girl she's from sounds to me like Ireland, right? And she was channeling, and she said all this stuff that you have to watch on Instagram. I'll show. She basically mentioned a whole bunch of shit. Traveling through Europe, David, France. She kept hearing all this. Just it was too close to home. Like I just gotta tell you, and you weren't here for it though. But I see your job. I swear to God, I'm not kidding. All right, so
Is this recorded?
it's
Because you don't post these on your Instagram.
no, well, I'm live on Instagram too, so you can watch it after because it's all on Instagram. So you'll watch it, okay?
Okay. Right. I'm gonna mute myself then.
Okay then. All right, guys. Who else wants to share?
Yes.
And, you're done with that, babe. I'm gonna. Can you take yourself? I thank you for coming on live. We love you. Can you pull yourself out though, just in case somebody else wants to come up, because I want to give people a chance. Thank you for sharing. We love you. Okay. Anybody else want to go?
I got cool things, but they were so similar to what she just said. The girl just got off the live. And Andrea, a couple of things, because I was talking about traveling. I was literally driving and passing the airport in my city, and I just looked over and I saw a plane, and the sunset was so pretty, and I was like in the middle of like picking up the messages. So I got, you're taking off into the sunset to travel. Material abundance is on the way, and I saw 888 like literally just at the gas station as I was getting gas. So that is like so freaky. And my last message, which I know this is for me, keep going to school, because I really want to go to grad school, but you know how family can get like, oh, where are you going to get the money for that, and da 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 da. Like, you know, like I'm gonna figure that out when I get there.
Yep.
But yeah, that's what I got.
It is for you, but I also understand when they say keep going to school, because there might be people that are trying to go through school, or even me, I want to go to school for something too, for plant medicine, and become like a doctor of plant medicine too as well. So, which I'm going to be doing now. Thank you, Paris, for sharing. We love you, babe.
Yeah, love y'all.
Thank you. We love you. Does anybody else want to share? Anybody feels like they have to share and let us know? Okay, hold on 1 second, you guys. We got somebody here. Remember, guys, try to keep it as quick to the point, which is great. I want you guys to share everything you heard, especially if you feel it's like, I need to say this.
Hi.
Say it, but just try to keep it to basics. Hey,
I'm
darling,
fine. I was just listening to everybody's things that everybody was saying, and I was like, wow. So, yeah, I'm a believer. I'm definitely a believer. But when you had us close our eyes, I saw green. It wasn't as expanded as I thought it would be, but it was a nice, pretty, like a fluorescent kind of green. I heard yes. I heard Larry. I heard call the doctor. I heard love, lovely, peace, do not be afraid. I heard the names King, Tiny, a vest. I don't even know what the vest was. And I also heard yes. And then I heard go. And then I heard be still. And then I heard drive. And then I heard wait. And then I heard new home, new town. I heard Vito, Victor, Vice, and Karen. I don't know who that is, but I also saw the numbers 555. But that was before you had us close our eyes and everything. I looked at the time, and it was exactly 555. So
amazing. That was beautiful. Thank you so much for sharing that. It's a lot of that stuff. And I'll tell you something. I ask Spirit to give me messages. I'm constantly the messenger. Rarely do I ever get somebody to give me messages. And sometimes I'm just like, I just want to hear a message. Like, is this so hard? Like, let me hear a message, right? And then I ask Spirit to give me messages. And I feel like a lot of that stuff you said, especially with the new house and all that, was definitely, I will take that as for me. And then some other people saying material abundance and all that, which is something we're all waiting for, right? Who's not waiting for that? But like, I just want you guys to know, another thing you can do in channeling, if it feels like you can't think, do what I do. Take a pen and a paper and just scribble. Just scribble and allow the messages to come through. You know why? Because when you're channeling, if you're focused on the message, you're not going to get it.
I'm not even kidding. Look, everything that was coming, I literally was, I'm in my car, so I was digging in my purse, and I'm like, oh, wait, I got to write all of this stuff down, because how am I going to remember everything?
I love you. Yes. I love you for that. Thank you for coming in. I love you guys. Thank you for joining. I'm really proud. Guys, got to say, I'm hearing this also from Spirit. I'm really proud of you for taking the initiative. I'm hearing doing the work, because what you don't understand is the little bits of work that you're doing now. I'm hearing long-term benefits. Those of you who are inquiring about your spiritual awakening, enlightenment, and you're doing the work in whatever manner you're doing it, this small or this huge, you are going to receive. Trust me when I tell you. Give it a little time. Listen,
I love you.
I love you. Okay. Thank you for coming in. I'll see you later. Bye, baby. So go ahead. Go ahead. What did you want to say, Boo? Thank you, guys. Thank you, Andy. Go ahead, babe.
So I heard some things, but I was having a hard time like hearing things, so I started scribbling, and I do that a lot.
Me too, yeah.
And but I don't understand it.
That's okay.
But I did see the color purple, white. I heard peace, love, and I heard Georgia, something like that.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
And then again, that's all I heard. And then
you said Georgia and Georgia?
George or Georgia, something like that.
Two people heard that. Does anybody know Georgia? This is the second person that said that. What happened? What are you laughing at, Egyptian goddess? Is that something with you? Is that something to do with you? The Georgia thing? Egyptian goddess? That's you? Something there? Can't unmute yourself. Go ahead, unmute yourself.
There we go. I was like, why?
Yeah.
That's a place I've actually been looking to move is Georgia.
Holy
and
shit.
The last girl before, she said king and moving to a new place, so that resonated too.
There you go, baby. I see we're getting messages for each other. We're all giving readings. Go ahead, Christina. Continue. Baby.
Okay.
Continue.
Yeah, that's all I was able to hear.
Okay.
And again, I did scribble a lot. There was where I was going really hard, and then there was times where I was going more soft.
Mm-hmm. Okay. Let me tell you something, Christina. Really quick. In shamanism, to be initiated into shamanism, you have to have they say either you die and come back to life, which I actually died for 2 minutes in the past and came back to life, or you have a near-death experience. That's like the number one. It's Chiron, the wounded healer. Chiron is the wounded healer. As we all know the story, it goes, Aries was shooting arrows into the atmosphere. It hit Chiron. He got upset. He starts screaming, "Oh, somebody help me." And the gods heard him and they helped him. And then he said, "I was in pain. I was in need. And I received help. Now I want to heal other people." So through his own wounds and his own pain, he became Chiron, the wounded healer. So he still has the scar. It never got better. The scar never went, but he healed because he got the healing. So now he wants to give the healing to others. So this is I need you to know that. So yes, you will be getting more in tune with your abilities right now, because after you experience a trauma, it doesn't have to be near death. You could experience a trauma, something that really hurts you. It could be a breakup. Don't get it twisted. Want to know how I woke up to this? I was dating a loser and he was cheating on me, and I was so like la 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 la, and then Spirit was like, "Bitch, pay attention." This was like 4 years ago. And I found out like he had a whole nother fucking wife and kids. I didn't know any of this. I found out, and I was hearing shit, but I was ignoring it. And then that's what helped me wake up. A breakup. So yeah, it might be something as small as a breakup. Did I wake up after I was after I died and came back to life? Yeah, but that was more like I wasn't ready yet. So I went through the initiation. We go through the initiation through trauma, through hurt, through pain, and then boom, there you go. You take it to the next level. Okay. So thank you for sharing, Christina. We love you. As for those of you who don't know, Christina got shot in the head not too long ago, and she's here in class right now. And I really feel like she's definitely being guided to these classes, especially now, because they're like, "Oh girl, what you just went through might seem like, oh my God, why did this happen to me?" But you're going to say in about a year from now, "Well, I'm so happy that happened for me," because there's something that's going to wake the fuck up inside of you. I'm hearing, wake me up inside, call my name and save me from the dark. I'm hearing that. So welcome. Initiation.
Thank you. I love you.
I love you too. All right, guys. Who else wants to share anything, please? Love you guys too, man. MC. Love. How are you, baby? Go ahead, guys. Who's sharing?
Okay.
Go ahead, Mama.
I don't know if you can hear me.
Yes, we can hear you.
Okay. So the first colors, when you were saying to think of colors, the first two colors that came to me was yellow and green. Mm-hmm. I heard dragon and the number 13.
Dragon.
Wow. Something about Para, Para. steer clear of a road or a path. And then for the place, I heard Taj Mahal.
Wow.
And I heard anniversary, clearing, and transmute.
Wow. Interesting. Taj Mahal anniversary clearing and transmute. Does anybody know? Well, we'll talk about that later afterwards. So let's let other people join. That's wonderful. The Taj Mahal is significant, right? It's one of the biggest sacred places in India, right? And people go there to meditate, to pray, and all that stuff. And it's known as like a very powerful space. Like, don't get it twisted when you see places that are built in certain spaces, or like the place where the queen built her home, and where homes get built, they're done there on ley lines, which are powerful energetic spaces, such as like the stones. Actually, the stones of Georgia is the what the fuck are they called? Well, I'm drawing blank spaces here, but like the stones, the stones in London, the stones in Georgia, the pyramids, they're all strategically placed in spaces where they preserve energy and they receive energy. And Egyptian goddess, funny that you're saying Georgia, because the guide stones in Georgia, which they blew up recently, somebody blew them up, in that space, they say, okay, the Rosicrucians are sort of like the Freemasons and all that. There's a book they have, it's called I have it, it's like wisdom keepers or something, and it teaches you how to do like techniques and how to meditate and how to like activate things within you. And the Rosicrucians wrote that book, and supposedly, which this is, they say it's true, they have a map drawn out, the Rosicrucians, and where the Georgia guidestones are, they say that everything's going to go underwater except for where the Georgia guidestones are, because it's like at a high level, and that space is going to be protected, which is why the guidestones are written in that particular space. Supposedly they predicted that water was going to take over the whole place, and that where the guidestones were will be the only place that it, which is why I'm saying this, is because maybe you're being drawn to Georgia because it's a place that you had powerfully in your past life. You see what I'm saying? We get drawn back to the spaces that bring us to ascension, right? We do, all of us. That's why a lot of us are uncomfortable.
I also heard Italy.
Huh?
I also heard Italy.
Oh, wow. Italy. Okay, you see what I'm saying? What I'm gonna say is like, this is why a lot of us are not happy where we're at. This is why, because the places where we're at may not be like energetically what's keeping us like elevated, right? Sometimes when you're living somewhere and you're like, I love my house and all that, I'm grateful for it, but it's the energy that's there. You're not in a space where you need to be. You should be in a place where it's like, it's called, like, the energy comes to you through there, right? Sometimes like the people that live around you, the community you live around, they could be bringing your vibrations down. You may be sensing the whole fucking community's energy there. That's a whole fact. I tell people all the time, if you live in an apartment building, or, and this is not judging, because a lot of people live in an apartment building, a complex of townhouses that attach to each other, spirit floating through, and one wall out the other wall, going in from there. There's two people fighting next door, and you don't understand why you're upset, not realizing that you're picking up the energy of the people next door, especially if you live in apartment buildings of complexes, projects, whatever it is. Oh, those places, I can't even go in them, because all I'm hearing, it's like a massive amounts of energy. So that's why it's important to get the fuck out and clear energy and ground, right? Because there's a lot of things going on, a lot. Okay, that's why I tell Dora all the time, you live in an apartment, like she lives in uptown New York, right? But there's an apartment there. I tell her all the time, it's a lot going on. I tell people right now, like, if the spirit could walk through the walls, and you don't think they're just traveling through, everybody, you know what I'm saying, being nosy and shit. Yeah, of course, but that's why you have to keep your space protected and grounded, okay? And remember that, so you don't forget, this is why I'm feeling this way, this is why I feel that way. Like, your brother could be in pain, your mom, and you're feeling it, don't even know it. You could be feeling upset, and then you think of someone's name. Mind you, 90% of the time you text that person, you go, yo, are you good? And they're like, how the fuck did they know? I was feeling like down. Are you all right? And you don't even know they're picking up one of your family members or friends' feelings, right? Okay. Is there anybody who wants to share anything that they were hearing?
I got something, Flo.
Brave, you motherfucker. Do you know that I was just saying in my head, I swear to God, 3 times. 3 times I heard brave, brave, brave. 3 times. Okay, go ahead. You see, I know. Go ahead, Bobo.
When I first heard it, though, it was like, man, I heard the word drown, and I just started drawing like waves, all type of crazy waves on the paper. And then I switched the energy a little bit. Then I started hearing cosmic corridors, golden doors, golden arch, portal jumping, time to take care of yourself. Then I heard some beings, the Atlanteans, Karen Carr was, and then I heard was it availability, then scalability, and then I heard Dora for that.
Wow.
And then Flo, I heard like the school is going to be a ministry. It should be a ministry. Everything you do is a ministry, a 508(c)(3) ministry.
Shut the fuck up.
And Hecka, like Hecka, going to see Hecka was like our ancestors was taking you to do Hecka, the Hyoka.
What?
And then the other one is like minor companies, like mining and stuff like that. Then I heard replenish the land, replenish the soil. I am yours and you are mine. And then I heard Japan.
Oh my God.
That's crazy.
That is crazy. I'm gonna tell you a few things, right? Because I'm sure a lot of you resonated with this. There was somebody on somebody who on Instagram who said Atlantis and all that stuff, and you said drown. Which drown, for those of you who ever felt like you drowned or you're afraid of the ocean or whatever, you were, a lot of you here were a part of Atlantis. I know I was. I've seen myself in tunnels. I've seen myself in dreams being in a tunnel, floating through water, going through water, and like a train underwater. And that's why I'm so scared of the water, because I've seen us drown in it, and I watched myself like holding on to things. So 100%. That's resonating for a lot of people here. The ministry of school. What's funny about this is I said, I know I'm going to start a school for the gifted, but I feel like it's going to be like a new church for some reason. And that's not religious, not in a religious way. More like Jesus kind of going around spreading a message of love, hope, and wisdom and all that stuff. But like, I don't ever want it to turn culty. So I said, I got to be careful what it's like, where it connects, because cult and religions can kind of like they mesh up together, right? So kind of like wanted to start a new wave of like gifted people starting, right? And then Hecka, you said Hecka and the golden
arch, yeah, like arch, golden doorways.
Okay. So and then Japan, I had a dream of myself that I was Japanese, and I was looking in the mirror, and I was a Harajuku girl. I was like one of those cute little, and I was like, that's what you gotta understand. I eat Japanese food often. I make it at home. I have rice paper. I constantly make Japanese stuff. I know I was Japanese in a recent life, and I think I was like a geisha or something, like, you know, like one of those mobsters' wives or some shit. Something like that. And then the golden arch, of course, I understand that, right? So thank you for that, and thank you for channeling that. This is why I try to tell you, Brave. There's a reason why your name's Brave, motherfucker. I know. Don't doubt me. I fucking know, Shay. I know it's powerful in here. Okay. All right. That was beautiful. Anybody else? Why did you go crazy, Egyptian?
Oh my God, because for one, my other self, like when I'm actually sitting down and channeling, I always write down Syrian star, I always write down Atlantis. And then earlier today, I kept seeing images on Twitter of drowning and like someone jumping in water. So I was like, what is that about? And then like, it kind of like, I was like, whoa, wait a minute. Yeah.
The emoji, you know that emoji like this? Oh my God.
Yeah. And when I was just in Hawaii for my birthday, the person I took, they kept speaking of Japan. I was like, what the
Holy shit. Wow. Brave, I told you, motherfucker. I told you, bitch. I told you. Okay, let me see here. My best friend died in Nigeria Falls, and they did CPR to bring her back. She also recently found out her ex-boyfriend is currently in jail for killing his girlfriend. She definitely dodged that bullet too. Wow. Excuse me. Yeah, I'm so sorry. I forgot I was on live here in class, but who cares? My soul is yearning for the country. I see myself a lot on my land and my houses. Okay, that's beautiful, you guys. Do you see why I'm doing this? Because like these are your guides and our ancestors saying, Flo, call them in. They're bring them home, because
there are a lot of people are feeling like that. You said Syrian, all that stuff. This is like, I'm going to say, the Spirit wants you guys to come. I'm hearing, just hold on, we're going home. Like you're going home, you're here. And I'm hearing this, a lot of times you can feel misplaced. I heard Spirit just say, tell them, do not try to prove your wisdom and your power to anyone here. Because someone who is not in a space of power like you are will never understand the level of consciousness that you are open to. And so when they're still in the matrix and they're still doing the human experience and not pulling in the spiritual experience, you cannot be one with these people. All you can say is you are one with everyone. However, do not try to compare or compete or try to explain spiritual enlightenment or your knowledge or wisdom to anyone around you. I'm hearing, especially with your family members, you have to understand that you were placed with people in your family that are still in the matrix for a reason. Number one is to help them ascend in a form or another and bring knowledge and wisdom and information and to break through. And only when they see you really break through without their permission, when you get through the walls and go through the golden arch, will they then be able to open themselves up to awareness. But for now, allow them to do their journey the way they do their journey, which is why we shouldn't be judging each other and saying my family's stupid, they're toxic, because they're going through their journey. Separate yourself from those who are toxically impeding on your spiritual self and even your human self, and let yourself go and don't be involved in their chaos and drama, because the narrative of the collective, you have a collective consciousness of people who are humans, just humans I'm talking about. You have a collective consciousness of people, humans, star beings, and that are thinking love and light, high vibrations, positivity, sending love vibrations. But then remember that there's a collective consciousness of people that say, all that is bullshit. These people are crazy. They're wearing their tinfoil hats. Look at these morons talking about spirituality and ascension. So you got the spiritual enlightenment and the people who think we're crazy. Then you got everyone else in between. These people don't even see anything but themselves. They're living in the ego. We can't judge this person or that person or them people. Like I said, remain centered. You see what I'm saying? Because then you don't get involved in the narratives. You create your own story. A quote that comes from a Buddhist thing, he said, wise is the man who does not look for answers in a book, in a religion, in a God, in a prophet, but looks for the answers within themselves. So you can read all you want. You can watch everybody you want. At the end of the day, it is your intuition and your own wisdom that's going to guide you the best. And this is why Spirit said to me, I know you like doing tarot cards, Flo. I know you like doing readings, but you have to step only because I want you to show people. You use these tools to get to the next level. Do readings here and there just for the fun of it and explain to people I'm going to just do. But it's time now to create other creators who are manifesting and channeling. And they need to understand that, yes, you use tarot as a general guidance for a certain space in your life. After you get the knowledge and information, it's time now to lift and elevate yourself out of that narrative and not to be watching, my heart chakra, not to be watching channelers, readers all the time and just being like, what are they saying every day? And needing their information. That's what I'm trying to say. It's like stepping out of that codependency role, taking the initiative. And I'm hearing, start your channel, start channeling, open up a page, do something. Who cares if you have 1 or 2 viewers? Do it, because you're creating more awakened people, more work. You see what I'm saying too? It's time for you to step into the role, right? And so it's always nice because we're finding our spiritual community, our soul tribe. And in this moment, when you find the soul tribe, remember this: nobody's a leader in there. So if you're watching someone and they're the leader and you're the followers, that is not the place to be, sweetie. And Dora, everybody knows me. I will say to you over and over again, even if I own the whole place and you worked with me, not for me, because if you work for me, then I'm like, go do this, go do that. No, it's not about that. So when you feel like you're working for somebody and they ask you to go get a coffee, now you feel like you're their bitch. As opposed to, that's my friend. She's asking, could you have a little time? Can you get me coffee? Of course, you love to get that person coffee. You love to serve them because they serve you. It's a collective thing. So no, there's no leaders and followers in this scenario. That's where you need to get yourself out of the I need to follow. That's why, listen, when you get out of the following stage, you will lead yourself and then you will lead others. And it becomes a cycle of constant leaders building other leaders, right? Not leaders building followers. That's not what a true powerful person does. They don't create leaders. They don't create people who follow. I mean, they create other leaders, right? Okay. So anybody want to speak on anything? I kind of wanted to get into a video. It's like a quick video if you have time, but I don't know. It's up to you guys. I really wanted to watch this video, but and have them explain different planets and stuff, because some of you guys are gonna, I'm hearing, have visions or even dreams about these people or these other beings. So anybody else wants to share anything? But we have time, so you could share something if you'd like. And it was just 655 right there. Does anybody want to excuse me, share anything?
Yeah, always when my camera goes crazy.
I know.
The camera. Okay, let me stop. So I go through this, right? So I had to learn how to do something completely different right now in front of a lot of people I don't know, because I channel everything. So I have to learn how to step back and try to see if I can control that energy and not channel. And that's exactly what I did. I did see colors. I see purple. I see orange. I seen the rainbow.
Okay.
I seen the rainbow. But then I went into this black hole, and I was just me.
The void. Mm-hmm.
And I seen, and I heard names. I heard Brave. It's funny you mentioned me. I heard his name.
Okay.
I heard Love. I heard Lovely. They just kept telling me Saturn, Venus, but it was more about me being focused on not challenge. You know, like I try to focus on what I was listening to, but I also learned how to control not to challenge, not to, because my
which is what I've been teaching you. This is why your guides brought you to me, so you could ground that energy.
Yeah, because I felt a lot of nervousness going on in this video, because when you started saying do this, do that, I felt everybody's energy, and I was about to, my brain, I started feeling tapping, I started feeling tingling, and I was like, no, you're not doing this. Mm-hmm. So I tried to concentrate, and I wasn't able to really channel a lot of things. I was able to see a lot of colors, and like I said, I went to a black hole, and I was just by myself.
And you put yourself in the void, Dora. When we, every single meditator will tell you something about meditation. When you can put yourself in the void, that's when you're in full control. Because the void is the nothingness, right? That's where it all begins, and that's where you become the I am. Remember, we watched that video on the 9th dimension of transcendence. The void is where you become the I am, right? So when you're in the void, you're this nothing, this nothingness, this black hole, which is why so many people don't want to ascend to that level, because you realize it's nothing, it's just you, and it's nobody else, and that you realize that it's you, and that you're the one that has to create this, and you have to manifest yourself into the physical form. So when you're able to put yourself in the void through this moments, that's when you know you become the powerful person that you were meant to be, because the void is the most it's the hardest place to get to. A lot of people are afraid of it. You know, a lot of people are afraid to get there. So that's wonderful. Anything else you want to say? Dora, are you done?
I had a dream, something very spiritual. I remember seeing you. You was there. I think it was Brave. I don't remember so much. But I seen a fur yellow coat. It just happened to me. I was in a class.
Yellow?
Somewhere where people were listening to us. Mm-hmm. And we were like, people were praying for us. They were like, we were holy, or we were some type of, we was giving, how can I say it without being religious, but we was giving some guidance to the world, and people were like praising us for it, like teaching them something different. And then all of a sudden, I ended up walking the street with some guy who looked like Brave.
he was dancing, he was singing, and I was like, who's this singer? And I'm like, okay, I'm working with him. And then when he gives me in my hands, it was a bottle of some type of liquor or water or something. It was dark. But around the bottle was plants.
Plants.
And he gave me the plants, and I was like this. And I woke up, and it was, I mean, obviously learning to deal with plants, you know.
And then we just talked about the shaman card that I pulled out, the shaman card. Oh, my bad. And then we just talked about the shaman card that we pulled. And then, not only that, remember Brave said about the school and the ministry, right? Right? And you just said, like, we were teaching people, like a school, it looked like a school. And you see how they were connecting, right? That's why he was hearing Dora, he heard Flo, he heard all this. These are creating people that are going to, I'm telling you right now, there's something here with, we've done this in a past life. When people come to me, many people do this, and I shit you not. They'll be like, Flo, I had a dream about you. You were wearing all white, you had really green eyes, and you were at a school and you were teaching us. I hear this numerous times. You were in my dream last night and you were my teacher. You were guiding me through these caves. I go, you know, you guys are, don't even know it. You're in the spirit form, sleeping, la, 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 la. And yeah, the dreams you see, that's your conscious, but you don't know the work you're doing. It's not all going to be shown to you because it would be overwhelming. It would be. So spirit, like the universe knows exactly what it's doing. It keeps your collective consciousness, your consciousness of sleeping, and your subconscious, your conscious, and you see things in your dream, whatever, when that on throughout the day. Prophecies, there's also spirit communication in a dream, there's astral traveling, many different forms of dreaming and being sleeping. But one thing you don't know is that you go through your dream state and you actually do lots of work in it, lots and lots of work in it. And so one of the things that you do in your dreams is, that's why I say I'm training angels here on this earth in this physical form, but also many of you don't know it, that you're actually going into your dream state and you're guiding others through their journey. You might, I'm here, oh, I just heard something. You know, when someone passes on and they don't have nobody, like no family or nothing, I just heard that some of you are there to like get them when they die and help them transition. I just heard that. So some of you are doing that as well, which is, that just came to me as if like they passed away, they have no family to wait for them. So you're like the guide that comes and goes, come with me. You know what I'm saying? You take them through the realms is what I'm hearing. So these are powerful things that are happening. So you need to know that and be aware that you are very powerful and you are doing these things, even though it might not seem like you are. You might not know you're doing it, but I can promise you, you are. And so that's why it's important to create that reality here in this 3D state is what I'm hearing for you guys. This is what powerful message coming through, and we're gonna, yeah, I want to see if anybody else has anything else to say, and I will. I think we might do like a 10-minute meditation and stop the class, okay? Again, one of the most powerful things I want you guys to do here is remember this. I have learned through the illusions and the confusions that I've placed myself in, because nobody puts me there. We are not victims. We are all creating and choosing things, even if it feels like, no, I didn't choose that. That's stupid. I wouldn't. Some things you really don't choose, but when that happens, spirit will come in, the universe will come in and clear that up for you. Don't worry. However, one of the most important things, what I'm hearing here is, so I would consider this channeling right now. So I'm going to channel a message and I'm going to let you guys know. One of the most important things that you can understand throughout this journey is to get yourself in a space of not creating different scenarios and like dealing with drama and thinking about what happened in the past. What it is to look and view everything. This is when you do the shadow work. You look and view everything that happened in the past and the present and all that, and you look at it with ultimate love and forgiveness. We did a class on forgiveness. This is very important and valuable to your next story. You cannot move on until you let go of something, right? It's like always understand that no matter what it is, in order for the universe to help you write that new story, that old story must die. It must die. This is the sixth dimension. The sixth dimension is the transcendence, the transcending from the darkness, the shadow, the hate, the fear, to breaking apart all versions of you, releasing, letting go, and becoming the new you. That's why people are afraid of the 666 number. That is the death and rebirth, okay? That's what that is. So when you're reaching level 6, many of us are like, oh, we're in the 5th dimension. Those of you who are in the 6th or have received or been in this, you'll know if it was you because you felt recently or in the past, like you die many times, it comes like, you're reborn many times, but the big one is where you really start to feel like shit and feeling like crap, and like everything starts to be like, oh, I don't want that no more. You start to view everything in your life as like, that's not me, this is not me, and then you die, like spiritually die. And then you start to be reborn into who you truly are, your story, your purpose. And that's why people are afraid of the 666 number, because it is ultimate death and rebirth. People are comfortable. They like their story. They're comfortable here. They don't want to let this go, to move on, to be who they truly are, because a lot of people hold fear to really be who they fucking are. As it's hard to accept the fact that you're a powerful being when all your life you've been told you're just this tiny little puny bitch on the earth and nobody cares. And this is where we have to understand. A lot of you are, it's having the death and rebirth. And this here is to take all the fear away from channeling, meditation, mediumship, connecting to spirit guides, connecting to spirit, maybe seeing a vision in your third eye, having a dream about a being from a different planet, is to get all the fear parts out of it. And then you allow, see, they're not going to communicate with people that are scared. They can't. It's first of all against your free will. If you're afraid, they're embarking on your free will, and they can't do that. So allowing yourself to open up, receive messages for yourself and for others, to channel information, to get the messages, and to allow yourself to accept that everything's going to be okay. Nothing's going to come and attack you unless you think about something coming to attack you, because you manifest everything all at once. So if you're thinking scary, this is scary, that's fine. Meditation and clearing that will remove that out of your life. I mean, I've experienced the past year me decoding and letting go and breaking apart all of that bullshit that I was seeing, and all the, they're bothering me and this is happening, and then from letting all of that go and just being accepting myself and understanding that all of that happened for my highest good. I've learned a lot from it. Even the stuff that was a waste of time, I learned from it. And now I feel free. I feel calm. I feel at peace, because I know this next step, this next stage, I'll be prepared for all the financial lessons, the losses I incurred on myself and that others brought to me, the bad wishes other people brought to me, all that stuff that I experienced. Was it fucked up, some of it? Of course. Was I pissed off? Yes. But letting it all go and just now opening up my heart to believing, first of all, the portal of abundance is available to me. Why is these people receiving all these good things and these houses and these, you know why? Because they believe in it. A millionaire, I remember, said the first step to becoming a millionaire is not working hard and all that. It's to believe and accept that it's okay to be a millionaire. A lot of people have this concept about money and abundance and all that, just like they do about channeling and mediumship. Oh my God, if I do tarot, it's evil. I'm going to go to hell. Get all of that. Throw all of that out, baby. Throw it away. Throw it away like it never happened, and begin on a brand new platform. If you weren't afraid, if you weren't scared to be whatever you want to be, who and what would you become? I want you to ask yourself tonight's homework. Write this down. If I was not afraid, who and what would I truly want to be? So if I was not afraid, who or what would I truly want to be? Write that down, and this is your homework for tonight, right? I want to hear the answers next class, okay? Right, so, Paris. So if I wasn't afraid, who or what would I truly want to be? This is your question for tonight. Ponder on it, meditate on it. Before you go and write stuff down, sit with yourself for 5 minutes and just think, if I had no fears and I could be this, or I could be the world's best assassin, I don't know, whatever it is, if I had all the fears and the scaredness out of it, what or who would I be? If it was not who and what if I was not afraid, who And what would I truly be? Yes, if I was not afraid, who or what would I truly be? That's the question you're going to ask yourself for tonight. Ask yourself that and keep that question. That's your homework. Meditate on that, because this way, when you can see who you would truly be, oh, I'd be like a singer. I'd own all these businesses. I'd have 10 kids, whatever it is. And then break apart and break away all of the things that keep you in a fear state of achieving that, and allow yourself to accept that that's possible. You can be that. It's very, very possible. You just have to accept that energy into your world. Okay, just like with channeling and whatever else you want to do, because a lot of you really should be doing spiritual work where you're healing others and helping others become aware and awaken. A lot of you have that innate natural ability. I'm hearing plant medicine, healing. A lot of you have it. Just get the fuck out of the fear and the worry that you can't do it. That's one of the things that's holding many of us back. Okay. All right. Now we're gonna do a remembering that when you're connected to the universal mind, this is important. Note, once we're done channeling, we're picking up the messages, we're giving the messages, and you're connected to the universal mind, it is super important to now close that channel. Remember, you don't close the channel, you open the channel. Now you're going to hear thoughts from a bunch of different things. That's why it's important now to close your eyes. First of all, thank all of the energies of love, light, ascension, and compassion for the messages that we have received or we will receive in the future that is necessary for our ascension and our highest good. I thank you for all the messages. I thank you for all the knowledge, for the lessons and the wisdom. I'm truly grateful in my ability and the ability of others to bring light and awareness and love into this collective conscious. We ask now that the energies that we have channeled and connected with and all of the energies that aren't serving our highest good be closed off, and only our thoughts may appear to us, and only when I open that channel may I start to receive the information that I need to. But for now, we close the channel of the collective consciousness, the universal mind. Click that button. Thank you. I clear myself from anything that may have attached ourselves in our aura through our spiritual traveling, and we close off the aura once again and envision that bright light around us, protecting our aura. This is something you're going to do often. Protect your aura when you're going out, when you're dealing with people, when you're having sex with someone. Protect your aura. This way, nothing that's negative can affect you in any way or form. Clear the energy. Let's clear the energy. Thank you for the messages. Clear it all the way through. Envision the aura expanding, and I envision all things that are not serving, that are negative or just bad. They're not there for the best. They get pushed away, lovingly pushed away, and they're no longer allowed to impact that auric field. They can't even come near it. They have to stay clear and far away. You can do this on your children. Protect them with your auric field, the power of your own aura, the light that you have. Send them a ball of light. It surrounds them, and all around them there's nothing but loving, peaceful energies, and nothing can penetrate their aura. It's always, I say it's like this: envision the aura being like a woman's egg. You know how the egg, the woman's egg, what is it called? The woman's egg thingy, right? It's a big circle, and then like you always see the sperm, and it like comes to the egg, and it just like pushes its way through, and it's trying to crack itself in, and oh, it just can't. And if you have a leaky aura, that sperm's gonna come in, and you're gonna get pregnant with thoughts that you don't need. So you wanna, you know what I'm saying, create that strong, powerful field. So when that little sperm that you're like, I don't want to be pregnant right now, it's like, no, bitch, you're really pregnant. Like, you know, guys, I know this is weird, but you know what I'm talking about. You know how the egg goes like this, and then the sperm's like trying to get in, and one of them gets in, and it just cracks through, and boom, that's how pregnancy happens. That's what protecting your aura is like. It's like keeping that so tight, so strong that nothing and no one can impact it, but good things that you want in, right? Loving things. Okay. So today I want you to focus on, meditate on that question. If I was not afraid, who and what would I want to be? You know, continue that manifestation thing we did last week. Continue to envision the bay leaves being lit, or maybe rewatch the video of me lighting the bay leaves to manifest abundance and love and health and well-being into your life. Tonight, meditate and focus on, you ask your guides, like, what should I do? What do I need to do? Is there anything you want me to take initiative on, the steps on? Ask your guides and work with them. Get comfortable with becoming real close to your guides. And when I say your guides, it's like your guides, your ancestors, the people who love you, spirit that loves you, that cares about you, that's there for your good, best intentions, not spirit that's like there for their own intentions. Sorry, no offense, but love and light. I mean, you scratch my back, I scratch yours, but we can't be scratching dirty backs. Like, you know, I don't want my fingernails to get dirty type shit. You have to be clean. So meaning pure intention. So focus on getting a close bond and a connection with your guides. Again, if you want to know who your guides are, you want to find out who's guiding you really truly and who you're working with. I'm going to tell you right now, a person like me can't ask who's my guides, because I saw a whole bunch of different people from the planets. I saw Pleiadians, Sagittarians, I saw a spirit animal, I saw a big owl, I saw a big phoenix, I saw a lion, I saw a husky coming out of the sky. Got multiple ancestors, guides from many different dimensions, many different timelines that guide me and help me and assist me in the things that I need and protect me. Same thing with you. So if you ask to see, just be prepared. You're going to see a lot. It could be in dreams or through your third eye in meditation. But get real comfortable with connecting to your spiritual guides, the ones that especially were sent here for you in this lifetime to connect you and to guide you through these experiences. Okay, and allow yourself to receive messages. Don't question your intuition. Your intuition goes like this. Don't do that, and you know right away. Your intuition doesn't do this. Hey, you shouldn't be doing that because that's not your intuition. Will not nag you. It will tell you, I don't think you should do that. Hey, don't do that. Hey, don't do that. If you ignore it, you're still gonna feel it, but it'll stop nagging you. It'll stop nagging you. Intuition is clear cut to the, you know, you're not supposed to do that. You know that's not good for you, but you do it anyway. So pay attention to your intuition, listen to it, and then again, some of you may get tapping in the head. That happens to me. So I'll ask, like, if I'm driving and a cop is pulling up, I'll get hit in the head, like, or my right ear will pinch. I mean, slow down. Like, I'm like, oh, and someone will just tell me slow down, and I'll slow down. Listen to that. Pay attention to it. If something's not good for you to eat, maybe spirit will like tap your stomach and say, don't eat that. Or if you're not supposed to go somewhere at the moment, spirit will be like, give you that funny feeling. Don't go. Pay attention. Get connected with your intuition, with your guides, and it will help you through a lot of things. Okay. All right, guys. I love you. I hope this helped you guys. I hope this helped guide you. I hope this was good for you guys. Let me know if anybody has any comments. You want to say anything about the class, about anything. Go ahead and let us know. Thank you for joining, everybody. Go ahead, guys. Anybody want to share anything before we go? Thank you for joining, guys, on Instagram. I love you guys. It was great having you guys, and we'll do this again, of course. You're welcome.
Hello.
Yes.
Hi, babe. I just want to say that I fell in love with you from the first time I stumbled across you on.
I love you.
Which there's no such thing as coincidences. I know I was meant to meet you. So I've always loved you, but this is another time when you are in the flow and you are channeling and you are in the zone. It is so fucking amazing to experience. You are so powerful, so amazing. I mean, we all are, but what a blessing to have a leader like you helping create leaders like us, you know? So just thank you. I love you. And amazing class.
I know, Barbara, I really needed to hear that, because sometimes you guys understand, I work very hard, a lot. And sometimes I do question, like, am I even making a difference? Is anybody getting anything out of this? Or am I just like killing myself here for no reason? And I'm not, because I'm very good. I feel good. I feel great. But just hearing that once in a while kind of gives me the, okay, we're doing this. You know, it's like sometimes I'll get a message from a random person on Instagram and be like, Flo, you don't understand how much you helped me. And you know what? We should all be telling each other this is my point for each and every one of us. Because sometimes when you're doing work and you're not, let's say you're not getting paid for it, or you're not doing this, or whatever it is, you know, you hold resentments. I don't have no resentments and no qualms about anything I've ever done for anyone or for any work that I do, because I know I came here to be of service, right? We all are here to be of service to one another. We're servicing each other by servicing someone else. We're servicing ourselves, right? You know what? That's what you'll know people when they're healing. They're literally healing other people through their healing, right? So that's why I'm creating. I'm trying, not creating healers. I'm bringing them forth, right? Healers, channelers, psychics, mediums, gifted people. I'm not creating you. You're already done. I just need to just tap on your head and like tap on your shoulder and go, hey, babe, hi. Hello, hi. I just came here because we were in the spirit realm, and then I promised you when we form into the physical being, I told you I would come and remind you who the fuck you are. Like, we did that. We made a soul contract with each other. Lo and behold, best believe that everybody who's here and is really in it and is doing the work, I'm talking about those of you who are doing the work, getting in it, believe me when I tell you, we made a soul contracts to come here to talk to each other. Don't think that we didn't. Don't think this is just random. What's random? Is anything ever random? No, it's not. So I love you guys. I'm so happy to have you. And I'm glad that we did the class on channeling. The next class I want to do is going to be more focused on, we're going to connect with extraterrestrial beings, and we're going to watch a video on the types of extraterrestrials there are. So that, because a lot of them do want to connect with us too. They have a lot of information and knowledge to give to us. And it's all about us opening up to it. I mean, I wanted to watch that video today. I really did, actually, even just for myself. But, you know, we'll save it for the next class. So look for the link. Look for it. I love you guys. You're all powerful. Continue to create. I've been grounding and hugging trees. Yeah, you got to do that, especially right now. Grounding, bro, ground, because the energy is, it's intense. Like last night, I thought I was gonna fucking float off my bed. I was like, oh, like it was crazy. I felt like the vibrations were like off the charts. Okay, so ground your energy. Go outside, put your feet on the ground. I don't know, touch a tree, hug a tree, do something. Or even one of the things that I'll tell you, a technique you can use to ground your feet when they're vibrating crazy. Take a spoon, and rub it down the like this part of your foot, like the base right here, like, sorry, I know it's a foot, but like put the spoon and ground it. It actually helps to magnetize the energy. So take a spoon, ground it on your foot, rub it at the bottom, you know, the soft part of the spoon. Rub it at the bottom, rub it at the bottom, rub it at the bottom. And that will really, really, really help you. Okay. We'll learn some techniques on how to ground yourself and do the aura cleansing. We just did that. So I love you guys, and I will see you guys in the next class. Sometimes I randomly pop up and say, hey guys, class tonight if you want to join. So when you see the link, just come on in, okay? But it's Sunday nights usually, and now it should be good but I'll just let you guys know. Probably next week or the week after, I'm getting my knee surgery, so I might be like off the market for a few days. But that's not, and I'll let you guys know ahead of time when that's happening, okay? All right, guys, love and light to you. I love you all very much. I hope you enjoyed the class.
Love you.
Brave, you powerful warrior, yo. All right, guys, I love you guys. I'll see you guys later.
Appreciate you.
I love you, Brave. You're the best, man. All right, guys. Barbara, I love you. Bye, guys. Love you guys. Bye, guys. Bye, Dora. Dora, I love you. Bye.
Love you.
Bye.
Bye.
Love you guys. Bye. All right. Perfect. Awesome. All right, guys. Thank you for joining. I love you. I hope that helps you guys in some way or another. I hope you receive some knowledge and some wisdom out of it. Okay? It's very lovely to have all you guys join the classes. Okay? Yeah. Much love and respect. I love you guys. Thank you for joining. I love you guys. Okay? I'll see you later.